Observers log. Whew, yes, it has been a minute. Life sometimes gets in the way, good ways and bad ways. I am one of your observers, Jay Clark 787, joined by my other observer, Trekkie B47, as we are here from Star Trek from 60,000 light years, taking our 60,000 light year view of this entire franchise. We took a little summer break because the world is worlding out there, but one of the primary reasons, yeah, it's a lot. One of the primary reasons, as I mentioned on social media, yeah, a minute ago, fortunately we did lose Eric's father over the summer, so we've just kind of been dealing with that in whatever way needed. You never know. So before we jump into the phone, we're going to have the floor is yours, sir. If you want.
Yeah. No, first off, I just wanted to thank you, Jason, for putting together that little tribute on social. I really, really appreciated that. And I mean, if you're seeing this on a TikTok video or whatever, I've got my Star Trek Dad shirt. Dad, you are smart as Data, as strong as Worf, as dependable as Geordi, and as brave as Picard. And yeah, I mean, this is not to date the podcast, but kind of. I mean, it's been 2 months since my father passed, and we took a little break, obviously for that reason, just to give me some time. And my dad was always someone who encouraged me to make the best out of life, and you know don't stop doing the things that you love. And this podcast is one of the things I love doing because I love podcasting. I love talking about Star Trek. I love watching Star Trek, especially as a second generation Trekkie. My dad was a big Star Trek fan. He loved it from the beginning. And I've been going through, because my dad was a pretty avid photographer, and like all through the 70s and all that stuff. And I did want to mention that my mom gave me a lot of his negatives.
Yeah.
Like he had two
Oof.
big negative binders. And I was flipping through some of the pages, and one of the pages was labeled Star Trek. And I was like, oh my God, because I'd always heard, my dad always told the story about, he was at one of the first Star Trek conventions in the 70s. And I always heard him talk about it, but I'd never seen actual like proof. And not that I didn't believe my dad, it's just like I never knew that what extent. And
Mm.
so I found this page of negatives labeled Star Trek. And I set up my photo scanner. This was on a Saturday that we had free. And one of the first negatives I scanned was DeForest Kelly, Bones, McCoy
Now,
on stage.
you're selling it short a little bit because I've seen some of the pictures. This is probably some of the coolest stuff that I just we don't get to experience a lot. Like this is literally like found
This is
treasure.
history. This is
Yeah.
found history. So
Yeah.
the convention included, it included James Doohan, Nichelle Nichols, um, shoot, um, Chekhov.
Yes.
Uh, why am I
Those
blanking?
Walter Koenig.
Walter
Walter Koenig.
Koenig. Walter Koenig. I got it. And DeForest Kelly. And I've got a picture of all four of them on stage that my dad took. There's incredible pictures of Nichelle Nichols being interviewed, and she is gorgeous. And they are all in 70s bell bottoms, like
It's
it
crazy.
is so dated fashion. And they are black and white photos, and I don't know if my dad was taking it with one of his telephoto lenses, like because there's one shot that's kind of a blurry overall shot, and you see the big projection screen of this convention center, and it's got the original series Enterprise in that classic three-quarter shot firing phasers with all four of them on stage. And but the rest of the pictures are like close up, like as if he was like lower like close to the
Looks,
stage
you would think
front
he's
row.
right there. Yeah, because that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah.
So I don't know if he like started from the back because it's not like the negatives were like ordered in any way. So I don't know what the timeline was, but just amazing. Like as soon as I saw, like, because I even like held up some of the negatives, it was hard to tell, but I saw the big poofy hair and slim waist of Nichelle Nichols. I'm like, oh my God, is that Nichelle? And I saw the one that I scanned first, and I'm like, I think this is DeForest Kelley. At first, I thought one of them might have been Leonard Nimoy, which would have been freaking incredible. But no, it's the four of them. And he always said it was the convention in New York. And I don't know if this was the first convention or the one they did after the movie. I don't know. So eventually I'm gonna clean these up. I'm gonna watermark them, obviously, and I'm gonna kind of put them out there on the internet, and maybe
Somebody got to know something.
somebody's got to know something.
Somebody's
Because
gonna
I
be
would
like,
like
I
to
was
learn
there,
more.
or yeah,
Yeah, like, oh, I was there. I remember that. They talked about blah, 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 blah. Or like, here was the whole guest list, or I have the program from it. Something. It's got to be out there.
I I think it's outside of it being tied to your father and stuff. We'll get to that in a
Yeah.
second. But I also think it's cool because it's not Shatner and Nimoy. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like outside of it being DeForest, but it's kind of it's not Shatner and Nimoy, especially during this time, which like these are the ones you always see. So it's kind of like
Right.
this other side of the crew just having fun and being out there and yeah, that whole thing of just
Yeah.
like you got for the most part, if that were an event today, we know what it is, we've seen where it is. People have their own pictures and stuff, but we've generally all seen enough that okay, we all know what the vibe like. This is something one because neither
This
of
is
us were on
from
the world.
late
Right.
70s.
But there is no big coverage of this. There is no like, oh yeah, I can go to this Instagram page and see all this stuff from this, or we experience like it's lost treasure, and yeah, for that
Yeah.
connection, like that's so cool. That's just so
And
cool.
And I've talked to my mom. She said she's found more negatives. And I've got two big binders of negatives I haven't even gone through yet. So I'm just excited to see what other treasures, not just Star Trek, but just like family treasures. And yeah, so it's been a couple months. I'm in various stages of grief. It comes and goes. That's normal. But I'm in a good place and I want to get back to talking about Star Trek. I don't think any better way to get back into the swing of things than what we're about to do. And I'll let you explain what these episodes are about.
Alrighty, so actually, I think I'm gonna end this one right here. Just a brief little update,
Yeah.
just to let you know what's going on. We're back. We're coming back. If you have any question about what our fathers have meant to us in Trek, please check out the intro. We dive into that a little bit more,
Yeah.
and you'll understand. But we're back. We're not jumping right into disco.
Disco's a little heavy.
It's coming. It's coming. It'll next month. It's coming.
Yes,
But we
yes.
gonna have some fun real quick. Got two special episodes on top of this one dropping for you. So it's a treat. We're gonna be looking at just some random episode reviews that we picked just to dive in and see what this thing is about Trek. And so yeah, join us. Got a treat for you. It's Star Trek from 60,000 light years. Summertime is over. We getting back into it, and we'll see you on the other side.